Good morning. Today we're going to see about physical layer in the OSI model. Uh, from computer network, we all know about OSI model. OSI model have the 7 layers: application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. So physical layer is the lowest layer of the OSI model. Mainly physical layer, it's connect with the transmit the data in the signals from one device to another device. Okay, physical layer in the OSI model, it plays the role of interacting with actual hardware and signaling mechanism. Okay, physical layer is main role of physical layer is interacting with hardware and signaling mechanism. Physical layer is the only layer of the OSI network model which actually deal with the physical connectivity of two different stations. Okay, physical layer is the only layer of the physical connectivity of two different stations. This layer it's define the hardware equipment. Yeah, physical layer it's define the hardware equipment, cabling, wiring, frequencies, pulses, what are the things used to represent the binary signals. Okay, it defines the hardware equipment, cabling, wiring, frequency, pulses, and it's used to represent the binary signals. Signals. What do you mean signals? You all know. Through the physical medium, we can transmit the data in signal format. Okay, when data is sent over a physical medium, it needs to be first converted into electromagnetic signals. Okay, data itself can be analog. Analog means like a human voice. Okay, or digital means like some files, ones and zeros represented as a digital. Both analog and digital can be represented in a digital signal or analog signal. Digital signal means it's like a discrete, like a ones and zeros. It represents the sequence of voltage pulses. So digital signals are used within the circuitry of a computer system. Analog signals are in continuous waveform. Okay, analog signals are in continuous waveform in nature and it's represented as a continuous electromagnetic waves. Digital signal is represented as a voltage pulses and analog signals is represented as a continuous magnetic waves. Next, analog we will see. Next one, we will see analog transmission. So analog transmission means when data from one computer is sent to another computer through some analog carrier signals. So first of all, it is first converted into analog signals. Then analog signals are modified to reflect the digital data, ones and zeros. An analog signal is characterized by its amplitude, frequency, and phase. Okay, analog signal is characterized by its amplitude, frequency, and phase. There are three kinds of digital to analog conversion is there. That is amplitude shift keying, phase shift keying, and the frequency shift keying. So amplitude shift keying means, so in this conversion technique, the amplitude of analog carrier signal is modified to reflect the binary data. See the diagram. Okay, when the binary data represent digit 1 means here the amplitude is held. Okay, when the amplitude is held, here it represent the binary data 1. Otherwise, no amplitude is there. That is represented as a 0. Okay. Here both frequency and phase are same in the original carrier signals. Both frequency and phase remain same as in the original carrier signal. Next, frequency shift keying. So see the diagram. So here two types of frequencies there, F1 and F2. Okay, in this conversion technique, the frequency of analog carrier signal is modified to reflect the binary data. So here these techniques use two frequency, F1 and F2. So one of them, for example, F1 is represented as a binary digit 1. Here this frequency values are very high. Okay, the frequency values are very high. So here it's a binary data represented as a 1. When the frequency is somewhat low means here it's represented as a binary digit 0. Both amplitude and phase of carrier wave are like here it's a same. Next, phase shift keying. So see here phase was changed. See the diagram. First one is represented like a, it's starting from positive phase. When the phase is changing into negative side means here it's like a binary data represented as a 0. So in this conversion scheme, the phase of original carrier signal is altered to reflect the binary data. Okay, original carrier signal is altered to reflect the binary data. When new binary symbol is encoded means here the phase of the signal is altered. See the diagram. First one is normal phase. Here binary data is 1. Then when the binary data is 0 means here phase of the signal is altered. So here amplitude and frequency of original carrier signal is it's like a no change, it's like a same thing. Next, analog to analog conversions. So analog to analog conversions here like a analog signals are modified to represent the analog data. Okay, analog signals are modified to represent the analog data. This conversion is also known as a analog modulations. So analog modulation is required when band pass is used. So analog to analog conversion can be done in 3 ways. First one, amplitude modulation. Second one, frequency modulation. Third one, phase modulations. So amplitude modulation means, so amplitude modulation is implemented by a multiplier. Like see the normal diagram, analog data is available, it's a normal signal. Then carrier wave is there. So this analog data multiplied by the carrier wave, then it's give the amplitude modulation output. Okay, so the amplitude of modulating signal is multiplied by the amplitude of carrier frequency. So it's multiplied by the carrier frequency which reflect the analog data. The frequency and the phase of carrier signals are here no changed, unchanged. Frequency modulations. So frequency modulations, see this diagram. Okay, see this diagram. Here frequency of carrier signal is modified to the voltage level. Normal analog data is multiplied by the carrier signal. So here it's analog data is multiplied with carrier signal. So here see that frequency is modified. Okay, frequency is modified. Okay, in this technique, the frequency of carrier signal is modified to reflect the changes in the voltage level. It's reflect the changes in the voltage level. Then the amplitude and phase of the carrier signals are somewhat altered. So here amplitude and carrier phase of the carrier signals are not altered. Then phase modulations. So here in the modulation techniques, the phase of the carrier signal is modulated in order to reflect the changes in voltage amplitude level. So it's given changes in the voltage and amplitude of the analog data signals. Okay. So phase modulation is practically similar to the frequency modulations. Similar to the frequency modulations. In these phase modulations, see, it's a similar to the analog data is multiplied by the carrier wave signals. So it's given the some frequency changes. So it's same as the frequency modulations here. So phase modulation is practically similar to the frequency modulations, but in the phase modulation, frequency of carrier signal is not increased. Okay, phase modulation, frequency of carrier signal is not increased. Then frequency of frequency of carrier signal is changed by like maybe dense or sparse. So it's reflect the voltage change in the amplitude modulating signals. Thank you. We will see next class in digital to digital modulations.